The rain lashed against the window, a rhythmic tapping that filled the quiet apartment. Rachel sat curled up on the couch, scrolling absent-mindedly through her phone. She had always loved rainy nights, the way the world outside seemed to slow down, wrapped in the hush of falling water. But tonight, an unshakable sense of unease clung to her like a shadow. The unexpected phone call came at precisely 11:57 p.m. Rachel frowned at the unknown number flashing on the screen. Hesitant, she let it ring, but something inside urged her to answer.
Hello?
She said, her voice barely above a whisper. There was silence, a thick, suffocating silence. Then a faint, ragged breath.
Rachel.
The voice was distorted, crackling through the speaker like an old radio transmission.
Who is this?
She demanded, trying to mask the fear creeping into her tone. A low chuckle followed, deep and guttural.
You should lock your door.
Rachel's heart nearly stopped. In a panic, she leaped off the couch and bolted to the front door. Her hands trembled as she turned the lock, securing the deadbolt. She checked the windows, secure, the balcony, empty, but the unease didn't fade. The phone rang again, same number. This time her breath hitched as she answered.
What do you want?
Too late. I'm already inside.
The blood in Rachel's veins turned to ice. She turned around slowly, the shadows in the dimly lit apartment stretching ominously. Was someone there? Her mind screamed at her to run, but her body refused to move. A sudden noise, like nails scraping against wood, came from the hallway. The lights flickered. Her stomach knotted with dread. Was this some sick prank or something far worse? Rachel grabbed the nearest object, a heavy lamp, and crept toward her bedroom. The feeling of being watched intensified with each step. The air felt thick, heavy, as if it pressed down on her shoulders. Then she saw it. A figure stood in the hallway, barely visible in the darkness. It was tall, unnaturally thin, its eyes glinting like wet obsidian. It let out a slow, wheezing breath, and suddenly the power went out completely. Darkness swallowed everything. Rachel's heart pounded as she stumbled backward. The silence was deafening. Then the whisper came again, this time directly behind her ear.
Run!
She did. Rachel darted toward the front door, her fingers fumbling desperately with the lock. The figure moved faster than humanly possible, its presence looming closer. Just as she yanked the door open, cold fingers brushed against her shoulder. Screaming, she burst into the hallway, slamming the door behind her. Her neighbors' lights flickered on as she pounded on their doors, pleading for help. By the time the police arrived, her apartment was empty. No signs of forced entry, no evidence of an intruder. Only her phone, lying on the floor with one final message displayed on the screen. See you soon.